I saw this and I thought this was fantastic. But everybody, welcome to we're at session 14. I think we're at session 14. I think that's what we're at. Chris, session 14. What do you think?
I think I lost count.
Yeah, me too. Okay. The numbers don't matter so much anymore as the subject matter. But anyway, I was looking for a whole bunch of stuff, and for whatever reason, I came across this. I know, actually, I think that somebody, believe it or not, actually, now I remember where I got this. Somebody shared this with me on Facebook. So, of course, you know, I do the same dumb things we all do that makes this whole business model work, which is, you know, I see stuff on my timeline, and I'm just like, you know, a trained rat in a maze, and I share it with people. So I'm doing my part to keep social media active. You know, just quickly before we jump in, Aiden sent this around today, and you know, the point he was trying to make in the email that he sent around today was, look, just work the system. You know, I mean, Rob was having some problems, and you know, he went back to the drawing board, and he specifically reviewed the engagement PDF and the optimization PDF and the optimization spreadsheet and things like that. And Aiden kind of went through in an email that went out today, sort of explained, you know, a little bit more about what Rob did. But now, you know, after doing that, Rob's getting anywhere between $30 and $60 a day in profit, and that's on one site. So, you know, we continue to get stuff like this all the time. You know, I mean, I shared Rona's with you and Jane and, you know, the people that do talk to us. What's been nice about the 100K Factory actually is that, and I've complained about this in the past, is that a lot of people that do well with systems we don't hear about. And I understand. I mean, you're busy enjoying it. You're busy working it. And you know, people like to share kind of bad news more than they do good news, just because, not that they like to share, but they like to talk about it to people more. And so, but we've been telling everybody to share these kind of stories with us, and we've been getting, you know, way more than we normally get when we do courses as far as people sharing. So it's been great. We really appreciate that, and we would ask you guys to continue to do it because it never gets old for us. You know, I mean, imagine us, you know, seeing emails, email after email of people saying, "Hey, I'm making 50, I'm making 100,000 a year, you know, from this course." That really doesn't ever get old, you know. So we're thrilled to always see that. So keep them coming, but also, if you're having trouble, work the system. Go back. You know, it's okay. I mean, these things, some of these things take time to get. They take time to, you know, kind of capture that lightning in a bottle. And you could just go back to the drawing board a little bit. And Aiden's suggestion was, very specifically, to take a look at the engagement PDF and also the optimization one. So I would concur with that, and that's what Rob did. And now Rob's getting, you know, $30 to $60 a day in profit. Okay, so for our Phase 2 topic tonight, we are going to be covering affiliate marketing. And I have to say it's certainly my first love. I think well, I know I went over with you guys way back in session, I don't remember, my whole story about affiliate marketing and basically how I had my first big, huge success online and how I made $1 million in 1 year just doing affiliate marketing and gained a little bit of notoriety about a decade ago. So it's clearly near and dear to my heart. It still is. It's changed dramatically, certainly, over the years. I think I also, for those of you who remember and, you know, were interested in what I was saying, I think I talked to you a little bit about how awful the websites I created were. That they were, I mean, they were just like the worst, you know, because I have no talent for design anyway, and I had absolutely no idea what the hell I was doing. I actually found one when I was researching to put together this talk. I didn't realize that one of them was still online, and so I have it here, and I might show it, and maybe this was a good night to have a little bit of scotch, but we'll see if everybody wants to make fun of me a little bit, and we'll see if everybody's interested in seeing that later on. But that would certainly be a lot of embarrassment for me. So tonight we're going to do a little bit of training. You're going to see how, affiliate marketing when you don't have the 100K factory traffic engine is really hard, really, really hard. And, you kind of spend most of the time just trying to get traffic to your site. And so the tough part, the hurdles, the barrier to entry for affiliate marketing are mostly traffic related. Because it's really hard to get paid traffic to affiliate marketing sites. It's really hard, even if you could get paid traffic, it's really hard to make it work. And I went through all that with you guys. I showed you all my numbers and everything, about what I did a decade ago and how you really can't do that anymore and how hard it was even then. And so we are, kind of liberated from that, right? Because we have a traffic machine. All we're doing is pumping like insane amounts of traffic. I mean, even if we're just doing it half-ass, we're sending, way more traffic than most affiliate marketing sites ever get to 100K factory sites. So, it's nice. We can kind of focus on, a lot of the other stuff, which actually brings in the money, as we'll see. And certainly, finding the right sort of combination of offer and conversion tactics can skyrocket profits. I mean, if you can drive, pick a number, 10,000 visitors a day for, very, very cheap, and you can convert a very, very small number of those in a nice funnel, even like like less than 0.5%, and you get a nice ClickBank product that has a good payout, you can make a lot of money. And when you don't have to worry about traffic, sort of testing is really the name of the game. Trying to find out what offers will really appeal to your audience. But then even over and above that, not only what offers, but what sort of conversion funnel, what sort of message, what sort of content will get them to buy, thus making you money. So testing is really kind of the name of the game. And we'll talk through that tonight. I did mention that as an added bonus, as long as I get up my nerve, I'll be embarrassing myself in a very huge way. I've only showed this website once before, and that was, I don't even remember, I think 2008, or maybe 2009 in Las Vegas, which we had a live event. I think I did it on the first live event that we ever did. So we'll see if people are interested in that. And in looking through our material and, again, in doing the research for tonight, I did come across something else that I thought would be very valuable to you guys that we can offer you. And, we do this. A lot of people ask us, for like, well, why do you keep doing this and stuff? And it's just because as we come across things that, that we feel like you can use and that will help you, and that we can enable for you guys, we're happy to do it, so why not, I guess, is the point, right? And so we've got a pretty big kind of freebie for you guys tonight. It's worth quite a bit of money, actually. And it can be really important in very specific circumstances, so stay tuned for that, okay? I love this picture. I'm not good at graphic design, but I enjoy like finding pictures that I want to put into PowerPoint presentations. But I just want to make the point again. It's when sitting down to talk about affiliate marketing for 100K factory sites, it's such a relief, because we can just really focus on the things that matter, the things that make money, because we don't have to worry about the traffic. I mean, if you look at any other affiliate marketing training out there, and Chris, you put together. Chris is a very successful affiliate marketer from way before 100K factory traffic generation strategies. So he's had to deal with all that traffic issue. And I'm talking to Chris, but he left, I'm sure. But anyway, Chris put together a pretty comprehensive document about a year ago on affiliate marketing. And I would say roughly 75% of it is all just about how to get traffic. And not only how to get traffic, but figuring out what offers to even pick and what websites to build based on, hey, do I even have a chance in hell of getting any traffic? You know? So, you know, almost everything that you do in building an affiliate marketing business, if you don't have 100K factory sites, it's all about traffic. It's all about here's where you can play, here's where you can compete, here's where you can't. It's very, very restrictive and much harder, but we can relax like this lovely, cuddly little bear is doing. And, you know, just to piggyback on that, you know, the way that traditional affiliate marketing model, almost every affiliate marketing course has at its core this sort of, you know, group of tasks, you know, sort of putting together a list of potential niches out there. Here are things that I might be interested in, right? And then doing a ton of keyword research, because you are now going to decide whether or not you can enter these niches based on, are there people searching for these particular keywords in Google, but more than that, do I have a chance in hell of competing? You know, can I possibly get any organic traffic? Now, we had to do something similar to that, you know, by, you know, looking at audience sizes and stuff, but boy, it was nowhere near as restrictive. So most affiliate marketers can't even begin to get into the kind of niches that we can. So, you know, a good example, weight loss. I mean, weight loss is one of the, I mean, it's always been my favorite. It's where I made my first, you know, had my first $1 million year. It was all about weight loss. And it's always a huge niche, particularly, you know, after January 1. But, you know, to enter into it now, to try and get organic traffic the old-fashioned way like this, I mean, it's pretty much absolutely impossible. But if you've got a site that is, you know, around women's fitness or something, you don't have to worry about competitiveness and all that kind of stuff. You now have, you might be sitting with a Facebook page of, you know, 10,000 followers, and they're all women who are interested in fitness and who are, by extension, probably interested in weight loss. So you've got, and then obviously all of the other, you know, traffic generation strategies from 100K Factory. So we have, and oh, by the way, you know, now that you know how it all works, right, there's nothing wrong with starting, you know, starting another website and Facebook page if you decide, hey, you know what, I want to give affiliate marketing a try. I'd like to do weight loss. I'd like to do a weight loss offer or something because I'm interested in that. Hey, I'm gonna start another Facebook and blog at the 100K Factory way. I'll share with you this. We're launching a whole new company. We've been planning it, but we just hired someone to help me, to work with me, and I'm working most of my time on this new company. Has nothing to do with internet marketing or this kind of internet marketing and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with anything like that. It's very different. And we're building out, you know, a 100K Factory type Facebook page so that we can enjoy, you know, this traffic source. Because as we kept saying in the beginning, you know, and all through this whole process, having this traffic is like, I can't even begin to describe how exciting it is. You know, it's just wonderful to have in your back pocket. Okay. So anyway, this was the traditional model. You know, we'd have to go through this whole process, and we decide if we were even worthy of maybe dipping our toe in these very competitive markets. Most of the time, not. So finally, we're allowed to maybe enter this market, this niche, and very, you know, restrictive, and maybe we can get this many visitors, and because we can compete. And then finally, we get to start actually building a site and doing some like really serious on-page optimization, trying to figure all that out now, do a huge SEO effort. And then, oh, by the way, we finally get to the point where we can do, you know, we can get the right offer, and we can start to look at who's you know, offering these different things, what networks are offering them, what's their payout. And finally, we can sort of start to work on, well, how do we, you know, convert buyers But at this point, we're exhausted from all the other stuff, and we don't even, you know, you don't even have enough energy to spend on conversion and A/B testing and all that kind of stuff. And oh, by the way, the whole SEO and traffic effort is just an ongoing slog, you know. So it's tough. It's tough out there, but not when you have a traffic source for 100K factory, because with 100K factory model, right? We got the traffic, so check. So we can focus, okay, on three things: offer selection. You know, what offers are likely to appeal to the audience that, you know, that we've selected. But also keep in mind, if you feel like the audience that you selected, you know, I said this before, if you feel like the audience you selected isn't really fantastic for affiliate marketing, there's nothing in the world that says you can't do a whole new set of Facebook and you know, blogs, 100K factory style ones, to run just affiliate offers. Okay, nothing in the world, because now you know how to do it. But offer selection, and then figuring out, okay, we get the traffic, we got offers that appeal to these people. How do we get them to make purchases that give us affiliate marketing income? So I call that kind of funnel and conversion tactic selection. And you'll find that there's quite a number of those different ways to do that traditionally. There's probably an unlimited number if you really have a good imagination, but there are some usual suspects, and that's what I'm going to go over tonight. And then finally, just sort of spending your time figuring out, okay, well, we could do all sorts of different types of offers, and we could, within those different types of offers, we could do all sorts of different funnel and conversion tactics, right? So what is going to make us the most money? And we got to focus on trying to figure that out. But again, what's nice is we could just go, traffic, yeah, we got that. Okay, moving on. And we can focus on the things that actually make us money. And these are the three big things that we want to really focus on. So let's talk about the offer first. Let's talk about each of these three things. There are many, many, many different types of offers. Okay, and by offers, I simply mean you're driving traffic to, you're trying to get your traffic to go somewhere else and do something that somebody else wants them to do, and then they pay you for that. So, for example, we might try and get our traffic to go to Amazon and buy a product there. Not our own product, but buy any product on Amazon, and we'll get a commission for that. Okay? We might want to get our traffic to go to, ultimately to go to a ClickBank product and purchase that ClickBank product, and then we'll get a commission for that. Okay? We might want to send our traffic to a very, very simple landing page that simply wants a name and address, or an email address, or a zip code, or something, and that's what we call sort of a CPA offer. Okay, and then our traffic puts that in, and we get paid for each of those leads. So there are many, many, many different kinds of offers out there, but I think that 99% of them can be put into one of these three categories. You've got sort of the info type product, meaning it's like an ebook sort of thing, or it's, you know, software, or it's a combination, or it's a diet plan. You know, my big thing back in the day was fat loss for idiots on ClickBank. So it's kind of an info type product. I mean, 100K Factory is an info type product, right? You've got CPA type offers, and these are, you know, the real definition of CPA is cost per action, which doesn't really have much meaning anymore. But essentially what I mean by this is it's a very broad term, and I mean that it's a lead, and somebody pays you for the lead. And normally it takes the form of they have to put in their email address, or they have to put in their phone number, or their zip code, and usually the more information they have to put in, the more money you make. Okay, but we'll talk a little bit more about this type of offer. But that's, you know, that's a CPA type offer. And then you've got physical product affiliates. Now, I don't want everybody to confuse this with white label. This is not you have your own products like we talked about, I think, 2 weeks ago. This is simply, you know, let's say that you know, Crayola is selling crayons on Amazon, which I'm sure they are, and we want our traffic to buy those. Well, that's fine. We have nothing to do with the product, but we'll still make a commission. And there are other ways to do physical products. Most of them are like supplements. Other affiliate management companies will allow you to do like, weight loss supplements and things like that without going through Amazon. You go to their own private e-commerce portals. But clearly the easiest way, and there's some upside too, the easiest way to do this whole physical product affiliate is becoming an Amazon affiliate. Now, again, don't be confused. This is way different than white label. I mean, what we were talking about 2 weeks ago is you're building a product, you're having it manufactured, you're buying inventory, all that kind of stuff. You're not doing any of that. Okay, this is simply you're sending traffic to Amazon and encouraging them to buy a particular product. That's not yours. Okay? So just to dive in a little deeper for each of these products, I said Fat Loss for Idiots, other type of ClickBank products, 100K Factory is an info product. These are usually harder to sell for a couple reasons. One is that they require more explanation. I mean, imagine you're trying to sell the 100K Factory. It's hard to explain. I mean, Fat Loss for Idiots, it's a diet. People understand that. Maybe that's a little bit easier to explain, but you certainly have to explain why it's different and better than all the other ones that are out there, right? So, and they tend to have a higher price tag, than smaller, cheaper sort of impulse buys. So they're harder to sell in general. Because they're harder to sell, they typically have a higher profit per conversion. So you usually make more money when you're an affiliate for info products than you do for, like CPA type offers, because they are harder to get your traffic to buy them. Now, normally a pre-sell sort of thing is the most effective way to get people to buy, and I'll show you a couple of those as we move forward, and they can be a little bit of trouble. So I'll show you a really, really bad one. I don't know if you guys have seen this on, I'm going to pop up the question box here just quickly. I don't know if you guys have seen this in Facebook, but there's been a whole bunch of these ads where they say things like, well, Sylvester Stallone is gone, or The Rock will be missed, and I think they did Chuck Norris no longer with us. The headline is very deceptive. Type in yes if you've seen those in the last couple weeks. I'm just curious. Yeah, we got one person. Yeah. Lots of people are seeing them. Yep. So they're all over the place all of a sudden, and the ads are. Since I'm talking about it, let me just show it to you right now. The ads are designed to sort of pretend that these people have died. Let me just see if I can find it. I hope I got it here. Yeah, here it is. That these people have died, and they haven't. What they're saying is that they are no longer going to be advertising, or they're no longer going to be doing this, that, or the other thing. This is single-handedly, and this is where it goes to, is a page like this. This is single-handedly the most against the law affiliate marketing page I have ever seen in my whole life. Okay. First of all these Men's Health Life and all this kind of stuff, it's all fake. This is not Men's Health Life. It has nothing to do with anything to do with the magazine. The Rock and all these people that are, Hugh Jackman, whoever the hell this guy is, none of these people have, Mel Gibson, none of these people have given, their okay to use them in this advertising. Okay. But these people are running these bizarre Facebook ads. They're getting tons of clicks, and they're sending them to this ridiculously against the law website, and it's all fake. I mean, these Facebook share buttons, likes, they're all fake. All of this stuff, all these people, all fake. And they're trying to, here this guy's explaining his results, and they're trying to basically get you to buy this stuff, saying that all these people use it, right? And then you see even at the bottom, all these comments, all fake, completely fake. All of this is fabricated. None of it is real. It's like unbelievable. So I had to grab this as an example, and it's very interesting to see how many people have seen this. When I asked, "Have you seen it?" so many people have said yes. And so, is it against Facebook terms of service? Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah, you couldn't get any more against the terms of service. And so, how are they getting away with it? They probably have. I mean, it's just a race, right? They're trying to do as many as they can, and as they get turned down and caught, and this account gets closed, and that account gets closed, they open a new one. I mean, it's it's awful, because you're just always saying one step ahead of the man. It's like being a drug dealer or something. So yeah, I mean, it's people are asking, well, doesn't it get caught by the FTC? Well, of course, they're probably offshore, and Facebook is shutting them down as fast as they can find them. But they just keep opening new accounts and putting up new ads and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's the worst example but it is an example of a pre-sell page. So, and by that I mean you clicked on an ad, you didn't go right to the supplement page to buy it. You went to this elaborate website that was designed to make you feel better about buying the product. So they pre-sold you on the product by using the rock and all that text and the pictures and Mel Gibson and whoever the hell else was on there, okay? And that's a pre-sale page. Not one that I want you to use. I'll show you. They're hard. I mean, even the one that I did so many years ago, if I get up the nerve to show you, is certainly against current FTC guidelines for sure. CPA offers. So people need to give their email address or zip code or something. These are usually pretty easy to convert, although maybe not as easy as you think. But they're a lot easier than doing a sell on an info product. I don't love these because the payout's low. Of course, you do a lot more of them, right? That's the theory. They can also be an occasional struggle with affiliate managers because they get real picky about these because these are leads. And then they start to argue with you about, well, you sent us 100, but only 80 of them were real. It's like, well, how do I know that only 80 of them are real? You just have to, you really have no recourse, So lots of times that happens. And as opposed to info product sales, because they're sales, they're real, These guys are always trying to pay less for the leads, obviously, but when they actually make the money per sale, like with a physical product or an info product, there's less of a big deal there because they know, yeah, we made a sale, we all made money, so you can just get your piece of it. So I think those are kind of the reasons I don't particularly love these offers, but other people love these, and I think it's just a matter of personal preference. So it's usually a lot easier to convert, so you can do a lot more of them, but the profit per conversion is way lower. You can also often price shop these, and in other words, I mean, there are lots of different networks that are running the same offer. So we used to run a small affiliate network until it just became a legal nightmare. So the things that, just to give you an idea, my kids were really excited one day because we got registered mail from Oprah. Except then I had to explain to them, yes, but Oprah wants to sue Daddy. And the reason was not because we were doing anything, but because we owned an affiliate management company. And despite the best of our abilities, we still had bad people. And these people were taking the offers that we had, and they were building web pages that were similar to what I just showed you, and using Oprah though. And so we didn't get in any trouble because we ultimately were able to show, look, it's not us. We're doing the best we can here, and gave them all the information about the people who were, doing the bad things. But it just became a legal nightmare. It became too much of a pain in the neck for the profit we were making. So we divested ourselves of that company. But anyway, that is there are all these different affiliate networks out there, some big, some small, and we always had the ability to give our affiliates more or less. the company that we would sell the leads to would give us, $5, and we could decide how much of that $5 we wanted to give to the affiliates. And so if I decided to give affiliates $2, but somebody else decided to give them $3, well, that's you could do that. You could price shop. Okay. So that's kind of nice, but you can't do that with. You often can't do that with info products because they're only available from one place. Okay. And then we've got physical products. So physical products, the conversion rate's usually pretty good, depending on what it is, depending on your funnel, that kind of thing. If you're using Amazon, you've got this great opportunity for cross-selling, meaning that you are not an affiliate for just one product. You're an affiliate for Amazon in general, and I forget how long the Amazon cookie lasts, but essentially for whatever it is, 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever they buy during that period of time, whether it's the product that you sent them to or not, you get a commission on. The payout's okay. It used to be really crappy. It's getting better and better with Amazon. The payouts for some of the other ones that do the supplements and stuff are very, very high, but it's much harder to convert. It's very easy to convert on Amazon because people trust Amazon. It's a lot harder to convert with like supplements and things like that on, just your run-of-the-mill e-commerce sites. And I don't ever like supplements in general, but again, that's sort of personal preference. And there's obviously no cross-selling. You don't become an overall Amazon affiliate if you're using, Joe's e-commerce site to sell weight loss supplements. Just I wanted to share with you this this one site that has an interesting business model and a great name. It's called "This Is Why I'm Broke," which I love. And what these guys do is they highlight all sorts of bizarre products that most people would never buy. Either they're ridiculous, okay, like the post-apocalyptic battle axe. So either they're ridiculous, psychedelic chocolate skulls, or they're so incredibly expensive, like there's one, the dolphin, I don't know where it is. There's like a dolphin submarine or something that's like,
I think I'll buy them all.
Yeah, right. I know, right. The dolphin submarine was really cool. It was like, I don't know how much it was, but whatever. And may the fork be with you. But what happens is these people, when you go click on it and go visit Amazon or wherever to buy them, then they get affiliate commissions for anything that you buy. So that's kind of their business model. So it's kind of a cool little business model and gives you an idea of what it's all about. But this is a fun site to go to and look at, like an airplane apartment rental, Chewbacca seatbelt cover. I mean, these are pretty good. I like these. I was trying to. That's a good one. Truck hitch toilet seat. That's great. Wind up granny racers. And it doesn't get any better than this. We could do this all night. This is great. I wanted to find that stupid. I don't see it. All right, I won't put you guys through this, but I really wanted to find the dolphin submarine. Crap taxidermy book. Okay, I'm done. Okay, we're going back. So anyway, that's just an interesting business model that I thought I'd share with you guys as I was doing some research here. Now, one little hiccup with using Amazon if you want to be an affiliate. This has absolutely nothing to do with white label. So please, please, please do not get confused. There are certain states where people from certain states are not allowed to be affiliates for Amazon. And I won't bore you. It's called the Affiliate Nexus Law, which is what causes this problem. And I won't bore you with the whole, machinations behind the scene. But I will tell you that there is a way around it if you really want to be an Amazon affiliate. So let's say you live in, I think California is one of those states, is it? Does anybody know? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I think Illinois is one. I actually think North Carolina is too. Anyway, one way around it is that if you are an LLC or some other kind of business entity like that, and you're registered in like Delaware or Nevada, what you can do is you can use that as your mailing address. You know, usually you have a registered agent. You can use that as your mailing address when you set up your affiliate account with an Amazon. And then even if you live in North Carolina, if you have a company that's registered in Delaware and you have an address for that company, a registered agent address in Delaware, good at Offer Vault just real quickly, but for the info products, you know, ClickBank is really the place. I mean, it's the easiest place. It's very straightforward. You know you're going to get paid. They have a lot of stuff there in certain niches, not in all niches. So if you just go to clickbank.com, I'm not going to go over there, but we've got a few other things to look at tonight. But if you go over to clickbank.com, you'll be able to kind of scope out the marketplace and see what products are on offer out there. Okay. Amazon, and it'll also explain how to build your affiliate links and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's tons of training there. The Amazon affiliate sign up, easy, and again, they tell you how to do all this stuff, so we're not going to go over there, but that's very straightforward. You can sign up to be an Amazon affiliate, and then almost anything that Amazon sells, you can be an affiliate for. And again, as I was talking about, you've got that cross-sell opportunity as well. And then Offer Vault. Offer Vault's an interesting site. It's got a lot of different offers, a lot of CPA offers, a lot of physical product offers that are mostly supplement type offers, and then some of your more traditional kind of lead-based affiliate offers. And what it's designed to do, Offer Vault is not an affiliate management company. What it is a repository for a bunch of different affiliate management companies. So you can take a look and see, without having to become members of all these different affiliate management companies, you can take a look at what offers they have, and then you can pursue only the ones that you're interested in. Okay, so I'll show you an example of that in a sec. But for finding offers, this is very different than the traditional way of that we talked about in the beginning of doing affiliate marketing, where you were very, very, very focused by a very small set, very limiting, very long tail, very restrictive set of keywords. Manage my diabetes better or something. So it was very, very, very specific. So you didn't have a lot to think about when it came time to do offers, right? I mean, all of your work was around trying to figure out, can I get traffic for these long tail keywords, and can I compete? Or is there traffic, and then can I get some of it? Can I compete and get some of that? Okay. So here you now have way more traffic, all right, than you could ever get, but it's less targeted, right? Because it's not just about how can I manage my diabetes better. It's something like whatever, I don't know, aged population with health problems. So you can't be literal. If it's instead, I want you to really think about who your audience is and what they'd be interested in, right? So if it's organic gardening, and this admittedly might be a stretch, but don't think about, oh, well, I'll have to look for an organic gardening affiliate offer. Well, guess what? There aren't any organic gardening affiliate offers. Okay? I don't think so anyway. I mean, clearly there are some products you could sell, physical products, but there's not any well, there might be info products about organic gardening, but what I'm trying to say is don't be literal. Don't just take like, oh, organic gardening is my topic. That's the only affiliate offers I right? Because every female on the planet essentially is interested in weight loss. Okay. And if they're muscle car lovers, they're probably men, and they are a certain type of men, stereotypically. They're probably interested in performance enhancement supplements. Right? Maybe? So my point is, don't just take what your topic is and say, I got to come up with affiliate offers that are for that topic. Rather, ignore what your topic is, I think, and really just focus on who is my audience, who is interested in this topic, and what would they be interested in. That way you'll open yourself up to a lot of different things that you can try. Right. So let's take just a really, really quick look at Offer Vault here. Let's see. So this is Offer Vault, and you know, it's really straightforward. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but you know, essentially you just type in a keyword, and you can do some advanced searching where you can look for you know, categories of things, certain networks, countries. You know, if it's a lead or a sale payout, how much you can make, and you can do all sorts of different payouts. And you take a look here, and you can see what the landing page looks like right up here. This is where you'd ultimately send your traffic. Okay, and so this one is a cash loan, and you are this is the only traffic here that's allowed is email traffic. So this probably wouldn't be good for us, right? Because we want essentially just organic search traffic, you know. But they have to actually not just submit this, they have to go through the whole process in order for you to make $40. But if you look at some of these other ones where they're pretty low, let's see, like this one. So this is just a valid form submission. So you get $5.30 if they just fill out this easy form here, and a valid form submission. Okay, and here they allow basically any kind of traffic. Okay, so this would be more like a CPA type offer. But there's a ton of these out here. I mean, there's just, you know, you just have to kind of look and see what makes sense for you. Here's LifeLock. You know, this is a big one for almost everyone, right? These are things you could try for almost any types of traffic. Right? So you have to really think outside the box, and there's no right or wrong here. And the only thing that's ever going to get you to the point where you know whether this is good or not is by testing. That's it. The good news is you don't have to worry. You've got a lot of traffic to test it with, so it's all good. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. So we found we talked about finding offers. Let's talk about our funnel and conversion tactics. To me, there are pretty much two different kinds of ways to try and get people into sort of like a sales funnel and convert them. You can stay on the site, the 100K Factory site, and so you can almost use your content as a way to convert and make sales. Okay, or you can put ads in place of AdSense on your sites, and you can drive the traffic to another area of content, either a landing page that you create or right to the offer itself. And we'll talk a little bit about different examples and why you do that. So let's talk about within the site. So let's take a look at one website that does this, okay? And then we'll talk about how it can be applied to 100K Factory site. So let's take a look at this gym, and I want to thank Affiliarama, Mark Ling's group, for the examples here. So let me pull up this one. So this one is a great example of they're using their own content on their site to drive affiliate sales. So what do I mean by that? If you go to my review of the body transformation here, so what they're doing is they are writing a blog post. This is content that is essentially a pre-sales page almost. Okay? And so they're telling you all about it and all that kind of stuff, and then they link out, you know, to the site itself where you can now buy it. Okay, and I think this is pretty sure this is a ClickBank product. Right? They also have. Let me see where the. They also have a top program reviews here. And again, this is all content on their site. And all of these things are affiliate links. Okay? But this is just all within their site. But everything you click here, you know, will go to an affiliate link where you can actually buy the product.
If you're struggling to build muscle, let me tell.
Okay? All right, so that's a good example of what I'm talking about where, now, this doesn't, you wouldn't want to do it exactly like this on a 100K factory site, so how would you apply that? So it mostly drives traffic to a review type area, and it's pretty much, this is pretty much a standard affiliate marketing review sales funnel. It's like, hey, here's what I think of the program, or hey, here's a review matrix, here are 20 of them, and I'll give you 5 stars for this one, 3 stars for this one, 2 stars. You've seen these all along. Every single link is an affiliate link. No matter what you click and buy, it ultimately makes them a commission. They do have an email list option, but it didn't seem like that's that big of a deal. But for us, you know, we could have a sub page or a whole blog post of reviews that we could link to the home page and have it always there, highlighted on the home page. And we could be constantly adding reviews. You know, maybe one a week, maybe once every 2 weeks or something, and then have those reviews sort of consolidated in a review matrix, much like they did, and boost those posts and so on and so forth, right? So you can kind of see how you can do something similar, and you can, but if you wanted a little bit more evergreen, if you wanted it to sort of always be there, then you could highlight it on the home page as you know, as a separate page on the blog. And it would be good to track the engagement there to make sure that people are actually going and seeing it. Okay, but that's a good example of somebody who's using site content, and they're using kind of the review model. You don't have to leave their site, and we can do something similar with 100K factory sites. Then we've got the datingmetrics.com, and God, sometimes I hope nobody ever looks at my browser history. So datingmetrics.com, this is a good example of this thing pops up when you try and leave the site, you know, or even if you do anything. And the only thing I really want to highlight here is they use this concept of, again, staying on the site. And if we do something like, you know, whoops, steve@gmail.com, because I really don't want the free texting mini course to get her out on a date. I really, really don't want that. But what they're doing is they're using the mini course concept. And this is kind of cool because it's really, people will generally opt in for stuff like this because if they're interested in the topic to begin with, because it's not a big commitment, right? It's like, look, we're just going to give you like a little bit of it's a mini course. It's a short thing. You don't have to invest a lot of time with us. And I've got a goal that I want to accomplish, and that is I'm going to use texting, in this case, I saw some pretty girl, and I'm going to use texting to get her on a date. Okay, anyway, so you do that, and then blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Now you're on their list, and they market to you. Now I don't know about you. I don't know why this guy has a problem, right? I mean, look at this guy. He looks pretty classy and not sleazy or rapey at all, right? Clearly. Anyway, okay. So let's talk about this. So dating metrics. So the interesting thing about this is, you know, this mini course, which would probably be delivered in like 3 emails, right, over the course of 3 days, or maybe even 3 hours, depends on how many you want to do it. It's a very low commitment for people. There's more incentive for people to sign up. It's very goal-oriented. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the concept. We could use the pop-ups to do it. You know, we could use the bounce breaker type software to do it. The mini course concept is very sound. You know, I certainly am not a big fan of the dating niche or the, you know, whatever niche that is. But many of these are really good examples of affiliate marketing. So that whole mini course concept is all about, look, we're keeping people on the site. We're not sending them out. We're not sending them directly to the offer. We're not sending them to a pre-sales page. We're not sending them to a landing page. We're going to do this in a little bit of a different way. We're going to use the content on the site. Okay. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay. And then we've got entrepreneur's journey. Now this is kind of an interesting one where it's a standard blog site, right? It's much like the 100K Factory type sites. It's not really review oriented. It's very content oriented, content related, and each blog post is really almost has like product placement. I'm gonna see if I have the one good example of that. Let me see if I've got it up here. Let's see if they have it. Aweber. I wanted to see the Aweber one because it was a really good example. Let me see if I've got it. Here it is. I think, yeah. So here's the, this is like content, right? And it is a review in this case. But it's not really the whole purpose of the site, right? But what I wanted to point out is all throughout the content there's product placement, okay? And by that I mean Aweber. And when you click on that, it's actually an affiliate link to sign up for Aweber, okay? So again, it's like you know, we're talking about something and maybe we mention, you know, some product or something like that. You know, maybe you're doing a post on extreme sports and you mention a wakeboard. Well, there's no reason why you can't do product placement type contextual links to do, and that's essentially affiliate marketing. It is affiliate marketing. So anytime somebody is reading all this content and clicks on the Aweber link to then go sign up for Aweber, this guy gets a commission. Okay. And you know, I mean, one of the things you could always be doing, and this is easy, is every blog post you do, kind of think about this in the back of your mind, right? Because you could essentially put affiliate links into very, very subtle affiliate links into every single blog post that you do. I mean, if you really work hard on it and care about it, and it was making you money. You know, you could just evaluate every single blog post for sort of these product placements, just like they do in the movies. You know, the movies, they sit down and they say, okay, look, we've got a scene where the guy is going to drink scotch. Well, let's go out to Macallan and see if they want to be the scotch that we're going to drink in this movie, and they'll pay us for that. You know, and so every scene in a movie is a product placement opportunity, potentially. Okay. Does this all making sense, everybody? Anybody have any questions, comments? Okay, good. Sounds like everybody's kind of getting it. Somebody's asking, is it okay to have these affiliate links when you have AdSense? Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. At all. Okay, good. Excellent, excellent. Oh, Nancy's asking, are these the blog posts the ones we're curating, or do we make new pages to do them? No, this can just be the same, you know, you're just doing the exact same thing you've been doing, but maybe, you know, maybe 2 out of every 3 or 1 out of every 3 or who knows how many you can just put some affiliate links in. I mean, there's no skin off your nose, and if you're getting, you know, tens of thousands of visitors, you're going to get traffic to the offer. All right, so let's talk about driving traffic to outside landing pages. So this is when you're using, you know, when you're going to take people away from your site, and you're going to, and essentially how you're going to do that is you're going to put your own ads, okay, in place of AdSense, and you're going to send people to landing pages, okay, and there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do landing pages. All right, but these are the usual suspects. Number 1, you could do the pre-sale page. Now I showed you the one pre-sale page, okay, the one that's really bad, the one that's really illegal. All right, how many people just say yes or why? How many people want to see the really, 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 really bad one? Yeah, I kind of figured a lot of people would want to see it. Okay, I'm going to show you, but I want to keep in mind, I want you guys to keep in mind that as awful and embarrassing as this is, it made me a lot of money. Okay, now this is about a decade ago, and this is one of, I can't remember, I know somebody's going to ask me, well, how many sites did you have? It wasn't that many. I would say it's probably had, I had less than 10 of these types of sites, and they're all a little bit different. And this is one of the sites that I was explaining in whatever week it was, where I went through all the math on how I started my affiliate marketing business, how I built my company, and how I made $1 million in a year with affiliate marketing. So I will show you the site, and it is just awful. Here it is. This is it. Look at the thin. You know, this is like what websites looked like back then. You know, and that is in fact me, and that is my family actually. And I used my wife as the pre-sale person. You know, and I wrote the copy, and I did the graphics, such as they are, these amazing graphics. Okay. And you can see this. These were my calls to action. It's really what. So if anybody wants to comment on, so and to be fair, okay, to be fair, yes, Joe, I know that is terrible. To be fair, my wife participated in this, and she actually did work on the Fat Loss for Idiots plan and all these other plans as well. We did together, actually. Yeah, so my kids are, these kids that are in this picture are now 20 and 23. So this was quite a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, this is an automatically generated date. That was one of our big tricks back then. It just always changes the date to today's date. Still works. So, but no, I don't look like that anymore. I have less hair, and my kids sure as hell don't look like that anymore. So anyway, okay, so enough of that. I just thought you guys would get a kick out of it. But you know, the whole idea is that a pre-sale page is all about that. It's all about explaining. Personal experiences are often very good for pre-sale pages if you can do them. And you know, you can, if you want to invest yourself in something, then you know, you can either have yourself try it out, so you can speak intelligently and truthfully about it, or you know, you can have somebody else try it out for you, if it's more applicable to someone else. Like, it was clearly more applicable to my wife than to me, because the buyers are women of this product. So anyway, there's the pre-sale page, and that's the major embarrassment, and I don't think I'll ever show that. It just, I didn't even realize the site was actually still up. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just do it. You can go direct to the merchant. So when you go direct to like either Amazon or ClickBank, you can go direct there, or direct right to the offer. So if it's like a CPA type offer, you might just have like a pop-up page or something like that, where you go directly to where they have to submit their information. You could go to a review page. We've seen examples of that. You could do a single review page, which is kind of like a pre-sale page. It's just a subtly different, you know, kind of a thing. You know, the pre-sale page that I just showed you, it wasn't a review. Like, I didn't give it 4 stars or 3 stars. It was a personal story, right? So that's the subtle difference. And you could do a single review, or you could do a matrix. Oops. In other words, reviewing multiple products of the similar ilk. You could do a price comparison page. Those are really popular, particularly with physical products. You could do a coupon page if you're allowed to do that with certain affiliate type offers. So in other words, you say, yep, I'm going to give you this coupon. Many affiliate offers will allow that. So you're going to market a supplement, and the way to get them to click on your landing page is that you can offer them a 10% coupon. So those are all kinds of the different landing pages that you can do, but the whole concept is that you run an ad on your own site in place of the AdSense ads, and you send that traffic to some other page That's the landing page. Or you can also send it directly to the merchants or directly to the offers. So how do you sort of test these? You know, luckily, since you can get a lot of traffic, you can do this relatively quickly. You can test this relatively quickly. But the idea is that, you know, for each blog and Facebook page combination here, the best way to do it is kind of maybe to find one of each offer type and test out different funnel and conversion tactics and come up with the best profitability for each type. So, but how do you measure that when it's all a little bit different? The best way to do it is to come up with the average visitor value metric. And the way to do that is take a look at, you know, take a moment in time. Okay, so you have to do these in discrete chunks of time, and make sure that you're recording all the data. So get whatever it is, 10,000 visitors. Maybe out of those 10,000 visitors, you had like, you know, 0.5% conversion rate or something. You made 25 ClickBank sales of the info product. The payout for that is $34.99. So your total revenue is like $875. You also made $90 of AdSense revenue. You have to put the AdSense revenue in there as well if you're still doing AdSense. Most people are doing a combination, right? And so then the average visitor value becomes the revenue you make plus the from both sources divided by the number of visitors. And so in this case, the average visitor value is 10 cents. So you can see if you're sending traffic at 2 cents a pop ish, you're making a hell of a return on investment. And this is a very sort of realistic number, because it's a pretty reasonable conversion rate on traffic like this. And then it just becomes a matter of picking the highest average visitor value. It's not always the highest revenue, right? Because sometimes it'll impact if you're doing really well on AdSense, then maybe maybe it has to be the combination of those two things, right? And it's also helpful to always think of visitor value instead of thinking of just the revenue. You always have to think of what is the value of each person that's coming to each piece of traffic that I get. What is the visitor value? Now this can be we went through a lot of different examples and a lot of different options, which tends to kind of paralyze people, and gets a little bit overwhelming. So let me just tell you what I would do, okay? Just to keep, just to kind of keep this manageable. I would find one of each of the three offer types, okay? And unless there's a really compelling reason, the physical product one, I would stick to becoming an Amazon affiliate. Now, if you have your own white label product, one of the things we were just together with our Blueprint Academy members in London, and somebody just casually mentioned, yeah, we make, I forget exactly the amount of money it was. I'm trying to think who's on the call that was with us there. But it was, I don't know, it was like $4,000 or $6,000 a month. They make, by being their own, they send traffic to Amazon, right, and buying their own white label product, but with their Amazon affiliate link. So, stupid us, we never even thought of doing that. And nobody else did in the room, in my defense. So, but so in other words, they're acting as an Amazon affiliate, but they're trying to get people to buy their product. So hopefully everybody understands this because there is a difference there. And they were making an extra, again, I think it was like a $4,000 to $6,000. It was Karen and Joe. So if anybody was in London, then you could tell me if you remember what it is. But anyway, they were doing quite well, and so think about doing that if you have white label products, and then do an info product from ClickBank. So you've got an info product from ClickBank, a physical product from Amazon, and some kind of email or zip submit thing from OfferVault. That would be your for each blog and Facebook combination. You have those three offer types, and then what I would do is for the info product I would test maybe 2 or 3 different options. Okay, here I've got 3. Test ads going directly to the sales page, so the sales page within ClickBank for the ClickBank product. Test ads that go to like a pre-sale page like I did, and perhaps test a review blog post. Test all those, find the best visitor value, and that's the best visitor value for that particular product type. Okay. For the physical product, you could do ads. I would test two things: direct to Amazon listing, or maybe ads to a pre-sales page with coupons, and see which one's better. And do not forget about doing your own product. In fact, you really can't do coupons unless you're doing your own product. So, in which case, you'd only have one thing to test. For the CPA offer, really, there's only maybe two different ways to do this. You could do the ads, the direct to the offer. Or you can do a pop-up type offer, where instead of going to a separate page and clicking on it, you can experiment with, instead of like an opt-in coming up, you can have someone who's techie do it so that the actual offer comes up when they try and leave the site. You could try that. We've done that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it fails miserably. You got to test them and see. So, at that point, you'll have tested each main type of offer, right, without getting too overwhelmed, and you'll test sort of the normally best ways to convert those types of offer, and then you'll pick just the one that makes the best, most profit. Whatever combination of offer and funnel conversion tactic makes the most money, that's the one you go with. And once you have that, then you could experiment further. You could do different offers. You could do different, like if Fat Loss for Idiots was your winner, and a pre-sale page was your winner for Fat Loss for Idiots, like my stellar website, you could check out other diet programs and try those, see if they convert better, and you could try out other funnel and conversion tactics. Okay. Here's my bonus to you guys. This is, I think I have it up here. Let's see. So, trustifyme.org provides trust seals. You probably have seen these on a lot of e-commerce sites where they test websites for security, privacy, things like this. These are somewhat in the scheme of things, these are somewhat meaningless for the most part, but they're very comforting to consumers. But they cost a lot of money. So a multi-seal package discount is $697 a year per website, meaning you get the privacy certified, the business certified, and the security certified. So what we will offer you guys, and we'll put some information in the members area, is you can have as many of these as you want for as many sites as you want. And I don't care if they're 100K factory sites or not. You can have them at no charge at all. Okay, so we'll set up access for this in the members area on how to do this. But this is just another little bonus benefit to 100K factory members, and these are most valuable on like landing pages and things like that. So you might not need them that much, but at $697 a year per website, they can add up quite a bit. And so again, we'd like you to have things like this. And so however many you need or want, and again, I don't care what kind of websites they are. They could be on anything you want. We will make that happen for you guys. Okay. So good. And you can have these forever. This is not. There's no expiration on this. It's not like I'm trying to get you into some kind of forced continuity or anything like that. We would never expect you to pay for these ever. So, and Trustify Me has been around for several years already. So, so good stuff. I think that'll be fun. So that is the end of my prepared remarks tonight. What questions does anybody have on affiliate marketing specifically? And everybody's very happy about. Sorry, I want to be really clear. People are asking, should they buy it or not? No, I don't want anybody to buy these trust seals. I'm I'm saying we're giving them to you. So I'm not trying to sell these. So, and we'll explain how to integrate them to your sites. It's all laid out very clearly. You have JavaScript you got to put on your site, and then it comes up, and says it's been tested and all this kind of stuff. So, so no, just make sure everybody understands. I'm not suggesting that you buy these, or we want to give them to you. Okay, is 0.5% a typical conversion rate? Yeah, I think it's so variable. I mean, it's like how long is a piece of string. But if I had to gun to my head, and I had to sort of say, well, what do I think is reasonable, knowing absolutely nothing else? I would say 0.25% to 0.5% is probably a reasonable conversion rate. Okay. So, for sure. All right. Let's see. It's hard to suggestions for Halloween costumes. Is Amazon still the best for this, or should I look for a direct seller? I would say at this point, there has to be a very compelling reason not to use Amazon. I just think in today's day and age, it's really hard to do dropship models or your own e-commerce site if you don't already have some infrastructure. So I would say, yeah, I think it makes sense. Let's see. Not understand the page flow. Do we set up landing pages on the 100K sites or elsewhere? It actually doesn't matter, Nathan. You do have to have a little bit of knowledge of websites and web pages, but you can set up pages on WordPress sites that are that really aren't linked from the main site. You can only get to them by typing in their address directly, and that would be perfectly fine. Or you can send traffic to any domain and host your landing pages there. And there are products out there, where that'll build landing pages on other domains, and you can use those. It really doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter. Is there an affiliate company that you would recommend to us? Really, what I recommend is not a specific affiliate company other than Amazon and ClickBank. I would recommend using OfferVault. OfferVault represents, I don't know how many, I can't remember how many different affiliate marketing companies, but quite a lot. And so that's probably the best way for you to make sure that you get a wide selection of affiliate marketing companies. And somebody answered that about the Halloween costumes to use Commission Junction. And actually, I always forget about Commission Junction. I'm not a huge. I know a lot of people who've done really well with Commission Junction. I'm not a huge fan because I never, for whatever reason, was never very successful with Commission Junction. Don't quite know why. I tried really hard because they were just, always seemed to be kind of out there for me. But plenty of other people do really well, and they are, I think, an alternative to Amazon because they represent lots of different niche e-commerce stores. And so whoever answered that question, buy costumes, they were recommending that through Commission Junction. And yeah, I would agree with that. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I use. I have a Halloween site.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're big. Aiden used to do really well with Halloween sites too. I forgot you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've used Max Bounty for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. Just trying to. Is JV Zoo appealing to you? Well, we've used them. We're the number one product launch 2 years in a row on JV Zoo. So yeah, I mean, JV Zoo's fine. I just ClickBank's a little easier for people to navigate and deal with. I think when you're just starting out, and JV Zoo tends to be mostly BizOp stuff, whereas ClickBank has some other stuff. But there's not a ton of different categories of info products out there. So that's for sure. All right, what about Alibaba? Alibaba is really not an affiliate site. So Alibaba is more for finding manufacturers and things. So I wouldn't really use that as an example. Share sales, fine. Yep, absolutely. And yeah, here's a good example. I've seen AdSense on my site offering Whole Foods coupons, for example, and yeah, they're doing exactly. So what's happening there is Whole Foods is saying, I see value in putting ads out on websites like your site, and Google is saying, yeah, great, we'll facilitate that, and so Google's in the middle, and you get a piece of the pie. Affiliate, you could be an affiliate for Whole Foods probably, and you could put the ad on there yourself, and you eliminate Google, the middleman, you'll make more money. But that's a pretty good example of how that all works. Claudia's asking, how does Affiliate-Rama play in with today's lessons? Affiliate-Rama is just is an affiliate marketing info product, on how to do affiliate marketing. That is, I don't know. I honestly don't even know if it's for sale or open or anything like that. But it is. It's run by our friend Mark Ling, who we really have quite a lot of respect for. He's just a good guy out of New Zealand. We've known him for a decade, and I borrowed some of their resources, and that's why I mentioned them earlier, just because they have some examples of affiliate sites. All right, guys. Well, we are at 8:20 now, so I think we're going to call it a night. And hope you guys had fun. We're going to start to go in a different direction next week, and we'll be looking at, if not phase 3, at least phase 2.8. But I think we'll actually be in phase 3. So that's pretty exciting because that's a big step for us. So there's still lots going on. Amazingly enough, here we are in session 14. So lots happening. So thanks so much for for keep attending, and hope you guys are still working the system. And please keep sending us success stories. We absolutely love it. So thanks so much for your attention tonight, and catch up with you next time. Take care.